Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Stinchfield. So the government shutdown continues today, and now it seems the Democrats are moving from Obamacare to SNAP benefits. Anything they can do to raise the emotional toll of the government shutdown. But I'm here to tell you, SNAP benefits, there's some real problems with this SNAP program that needs to be figured out. First and foremost, though, here's John Fetterman, the senator from Pennsylvania, a Democrat with some common sense for his fellow Democrats.
Deeply distressing to know that 42 million Americans are going to lose their SNAP benefits. And now that's one of the big reasons why I refuse to shutting our government down. And again, I feel like the Democrats really need to own the shutdown.
I did a deep dive into the SNAP program. And what I'm finding, like every other government program, it is ripe with fraud. Ripe with fraud from a retailer perspective, meaning they're selling goods that aren't eligible for the SNAP benefits. That's the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. It is ripe for fraud from the consumer perspective. Many of these people are selling their EBT cards. You know, they get a little card, like a debit card, that is loaded up with money. They sell those for 20, 30, 40 cents on the dollar. By one account, in 2024, it looked like up to 13% of all SNAP payments were somehow fraudulent, whether they were either misappropriation, retailer fraud, or black market fraud. This is a gentleman in New York spelling out just how prevalent the selling of these cards really is in his neighborhood.
Food stamps, and they're selling it for cash. They'll get $4,000 in food stamps, and they'll just take like $1,000 in cash. Like, bro, like that's happening like everywhere. That's why they're mad. That is exactly why they're mad right now. And you know the thing about it too, they will never admit to selling their food stamps, but it's happening.
Well, we know it's happening because you can go online, you can see people talking about it all over the place. Now, why haven't we gotten an Elon Musk-style investigation into the SNAP program to root out the waste, fraud, and abuse? Look, folks, we have known it has been going on for as long as this program has been enacted. I went back to the archives and found this report from 2016 from ABC.
Fraud and poor management undermine public support for this program. We identified 36 instances where dead people received benefits more than a year after their death.
If we are doing all this work on the retailer side and we aren't taking care of the recipient side, we are not going to stop the fraud and trafficking.
So again, retailer side, yes. Recipient side, you better believe it. Now, all this brings us to present day. You heard them mention dead people. Yes, there are dead people receiving SNAP benefits. How they're eating these little Debbies or whatever else they're buying with the SNAP benefits, I have no idea. But it's bad news. Illegal aliens as well. By some accounts, over 1 million illegal aliens on the SNAP program. That's illegal, by the way. You cannot have illegal aliens on the SNAP program. This is Brooke Rollins, the Secretary of Agriculture. That's the agency that runs the SNAP program.
We found one guy in 6 different states getting a benefit. We found about 5,000 people that are dead who are still getting benefits. Like, it is time to drastically reform this program so that we can make sure that those who are truly needy, truly vulnerable, are getting what they need, and the rest of the corruption goes away and we can serve the American taxpayer.
All right, again, this goes to the corruption at every level. I want you to take a look at this. This was on Amazon. Food eligible for SNAP benefits. You have white sturgeon at $48 an ounce. A state white sturgeon at $69 an ounce. You got crab legs, as you just saw, $21 an ounce, $54 an ounce. And let me show you this. Caviar. That's the sturgeon. Amazon eligible truffle oil. If you look at this stuff, truffle oil, $49 for a 17 ounce. Now, why does someone on food assistance need caviar and truffle oil and sturgeon? Lobster, I saw one thing. I saw one Pinot Noir. Now, you're not allowed to buy alcohol. They called, this is thanks to the Dallas Express, they call Amazon, and Amazon says, oh, that was a one-off. It was a mistake. Sorry. Pinot Noir. Come on, folks. Now, when you think of all of this, I want you to think of why this is happening. And here's a statistic that should outrage every single one of you. You know the average weight of a woman, yes, weight in pounds, of a woman on SNAP benefits in America is 211 pounds. For a 5'4" woman on SNAP benefits. The average weight of a woman in America not on SNAP benefits is 140 pounds. Still too heavy in my opinion. But do you understand what's happening here?